my lovelies. How are you doing tonight? Tonight is our last live Witchy Wednesday, so thank you for coming. Lori, how are you? It says on my screen, okay, it looked like the chat had been disconnected and now it's reconnected or something. I don't know. Let me know you're here by saying hello in chat, and let me see if chat's working right now. I hope it is. Oh, Lori, big hugs to you. I hope everyone is doing well. We're hanging in there. I think of you guys daily. I'm on the struggle bus today too, Lori. I'm telling you. I don't know. My brain and everything is having a bit of a moment. So I've been a lot sadder than I usually am. It's kind of hard. But it's okay because I know it's a moment. And I know that I've gotten through the moments that were before. It's just going to take a moment for me to get out of this one. Oh, I see you, Lori. I see what you're doing. Okay, so tonight we're going out with a bang. Tonight I wanted to talk about manifesting your change. I wanted to talk about how do I go about manifesting the things that I want, because right now I have something that I have been manifesting for a couple of months, and it's coming in. It's coming to light. I'm so excited to see it. I'm very excited for the change. So I want to share what I do in order to get this kind of thing to happen. So, Zarabeth, what's up? I see you. Oh, I know, sleepy. I'm not the kind that will fall asleep in the middle of the day, but I have been wanting to so bad. Man, Zarabeth, have you been sleepy too? Have you? I know with a little one you probably couldn't fall asleep. All right, so the first thing I'm going to show you is how do I clear my space so that way I can manifest the things that I want to manifest. I will do clearing with two different ways. One, it's going to look so ridiculous, but I can't use a whole lot of smoke cleansing or any type of burning of rosemary. That kind of stuff is typically out for me. I can do it in short little bursts. So here's the two ways that I do it. First off, I kind of just blow. Like legitimately I blow air. Like I am blowing off the dust off of all the magical utensils I plan on using. It's just right? I want to see the flickering of my candles. I make sure all my candles are lit. I know that seems really dumb, but it is me blowing away the negativity, right? It's me using the magical tool that I am. And in my practice, I am the most important magical tool. If I can't get something to happen on my own, it's kind of dumb for me to think that I will be able to, get enough energy from something else to be able to do it. So, in my practice, if I can blow out the negativity, that's what I'm going to do. The other thing, like I said, is I can use smoke cleansing in very small bursts. And I did find that my husband isn't totally thrown off by the smell of cedar, which is great because cedar is a protective plant. So I will take my incense. I'll let it burn for a minute. And there's a couple of tools that I want to use tonight. I want to use my cauldron, and then I want to use all the herbs that I've got back here. So for my cauldron, because I want it to repel negativity, I want all the bad energy out, I'm going to go counterclockwise. And I am just smoke cleansing things that I am going to use tonight. When I am done with this, I have a small bit of water in the bottom of my cauldron, so that way I can burn that out pretty quickly. So tonight we are going to make 3 different things. I think I planned 3 different things for you guys. All right. First off, we are going to dress a candle. we are going to take a long pillar candle that I just bought from the Dollar Tree. We're going to use this and our knowledge of how to draw sigils, and we are going to dress this candle for abundance. We're going to want to, every time this candle's lit, to draw in abundance to our lives. And abundance doesn't just have to be money. You know, abundance can be, I want abundance of love. I want abundance of food. If I'm a cook, I want all the ingredients that I could ever think of using in my food, right? So abundance isn't just money. What is it that you're wanting an abundance of? Are you studying something and you just, if you could understand this one thing, then maybe I'll understand the rest. Well, you want an abundance of knowledge. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to dress this candle for abundance. Right? Once we get our candle dressed, I'm going to show you how to make a balm, a beeswax and olive oil ointment balm. All right, we're going to make that. I'm going to show you how to make that. And that is so that way you can take a little bit of that, rub it on your hands, smell it, and remember the decisions you're making for this new year. This is a remembrance balm. So that way, every time that you have it in your hands, you're remembering what you need to do in order to manifest the change that you want in your life. All right. Because sometimes witchcraft, like I've heard before, time and time again, is just spicy psychology. It's just spicy psychology, right? So, how are we going to remind ourselves that we have a goal that we are after every single day, right? Oh my goodness. I see Zarabeth and Lori talking. I want to see what's going on. Tea. Oh my goodness. That's something that will go on for this coming year. I want to go over tassomancy. And I said that wrong. I've got to look up how to say it, pronounce it correctly. But tassomancy, the reading of tea leaves. I'd actually like to do a little series on reading tea leaves and maybe throw that into our Tarot Tuesday one night. And then coffee. Coffee. Oh my gosh. I need coffee too. I see that that's what those little teacups are. They're actually cups of coffee. I'm blind. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. So we're going to make the little ointment. And then the third thing that we are going to make is we are going to make a little charm bag. All right. And this little charm bag is going to charge whatever little bauble we have. All right. And this bauble is going to attract things to us. What are the things that we want? This charm bag and bauble, every time we're wearing it, the things that we need in order to manifest the change that we're wanting, those things are going to be drawn to us every time we wear this. Okay? So that's what we're doing for tonight. Everybody in now? You're like, oh, we're doing some real spell crafting tonight. Let's go. If you want to do this with me, by all means, say, hey, pause for a minute and we'll get to it. All right. Yes, tea is cool. Oh yeah, I want to as well. I get a lot of tea from, oh yes, you have a tea subscription. I am so uber jealous. So uber jealous. Hold on one moment. I have to take care of some things. All right. Velvet. Oh, I love making charm bags with little velvet stuff. Lori, I agree. That's why I just kind of I go through the steps when I see it is okay. I report them and then I put them to where I'm blocking them from chat and then I remove the message. So it takes me a little bit, especially when I can't see very well. It's a little aggravation. But I have this aggravation here on YouTube, and then I have another aggravation on TikTok. It's like every time I go live on TikTok, I've got somebody like, Jesus loves you, which, okay, that's not, if that's what you're saying and you wholeheartedly believe sincerely that you're just being nice to me by saying that, I don't care. Y'all know this. But then I have people that want to like start attacking me and want to argue and to debate. And that's just not what I do with my platform. Like, I will educate and I will send love and light and I will pretty much do goofy things, but I'm not going to debate politics and religion. I'm just not going to do it. And when I see that on TikTok, I just kind of block and delete the comment, which is sad because it takes away from the time that I can use for teaching. Oh, the velvet bag is purple. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay. All right. So we're going to make that. All right. So first things first, I want to get started with, hold on, my brain went, no, we're not talking to you. I want to get started with the candle. All right. That's what I want to do. I want to get started with the candle. Now, I have knowledge of how to draw sigils. Remember, we went over sometime this year, I can't remember which video it was, but we went over on a Witchy Wednesday how to draw sigils and what to do. So I want this candle to draw in abundance, right? And so in order to draw a sigil, to create a sigil to put on this candle, I need to create a statement that is a statement of truth, that I know I will have everything I need, right? So I'm going to put on there, I have everything that I need and want. All right. I'm going to write a statement. I have everything I need and want. Hey, Heathen, how are you? How are you? So my statement is, I have everything I need and all that I want. I'm going to be very specific right then, okay? If I was to say I have all that I need, well, the universe will provide everything that I need, right? But won't allow room for the things that I want. So I want to make sure that I add in there that, yes, I want what will cover all the bases, but can you throw a little extra in there for me? Because I like to go traveling this year if you let me. Like, that's where we are, right? So I have all I I did not write that. I have all that I need and all that I want. So I've written the statement down. Now remember, in order to do a sigil, we need to kind of figure out the numbers of each letter, right? So I'm going to write 1 through 9 and then assign each number a letter. And I'll show you how I do that in just a minute. A, B. I have seen so many people do sigils. E, F, G, H. Sorry. Does anybody else do that? Like, you have to say the ABCs out loud. Like, I scored a 1510 on my SATs. And I have to sing my ABCs. Why? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. All right. The other singing the ABCs made me think about this. There was a video I saw of a woman from the South, and she's like, is it just Southern children, or did all children learn how to spell Mississippi this way? And she goes about using what we use to learn how to spell Mississippi. I learned how to spell Mississippi by saying M-I, crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I, humpback, I. And apparently, it's just a Southern kid thing. If you grew up in the South and you were a child, that's how you learned how to spell Mississippi. Heathen, I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. All right, so I've got all the letters assigned to numbers. Now we're going to go and get the numbers. This is what it looks like so far. Okay? All right. So I is a 9, H is an 8, 1, 4, 5. And when you've got a long statement, oh my gosh, this takes forever. So what I do is, now that I've got a couple of repeats in here, I am going to take out any of the repeating letters that I have, so that way I don't have to worry about it. And it's easier for me to see it. All right. I have, of course. Or when I was waitressing, a customer asked for help to open. You know, there were certain transformers. My husband's a drafter. Like, he's a mechanical drafter. He understands how to draw these, right? And there were some transformers that he was like, they gave him such a hard time. It's like, you don't understand. Why? Why is it that way? All right. I got sidetracked, guys. It's all right. How do you guys stand this? How do you guys stand me doing this with you guys? Because I'm always like, huh, squirrel. Let's go on to this one. I don't want to do that. All right. There we go. I'm up to speed now. I know where I am. We're at a 2. Okay, cool beans. N, D, nope. T, I've already gotten. I already have an H. I already have an I. A W, I do not have. A, N, T, I do have. All right. So now I've got my numbers. That took way too long. I am so sorry. I've got my numbers. So I'm going to go through and make sure that none of my numbers repeat. And then once I've gotten the numbers, I have 9, 8, 1, 4, 5, 3, 2. Those are my numbers. Now, there's a couple of ways that I've taught you to use, do your sigil work. You can either make a box of, like, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you've got, 3 tiers of numbers and 3 columns of numbers. Or you can make a circle and you can place them any way you want to go. I just feel more comfortable doing it in the box. All right. So that's what I'm going to do to create this. And I am going to say we've got, so that way you guys can see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is what I'm talking about with the box. All right. I realize this is backwards for you. I apologize. When I'm able to afford a better camera that gives it the mirror, we're good. All right. Because this one does not have the setting to mirror this, and it's sad. So I'm going to start at 9, and then I'm going to go to 8, and then 1, and then 4, and then 5, 3, 2. So that gives me something that looks like, I'm trying to see if I get I have 9, 8, 1, 4, 5, 3, 2. That gives us a shape that looks like this. Now, I know what that means, and there's a couple of ways of activating a sigil. The easiest and most effective way to activate a sigil is to take a piece of paper, small piece of paper, so that way you don't have to have a bunch of stuff, and you're going to write that sigil down. So that sigil was 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 1, 4, 5, 3, 2. Okay. So here's my sigil. All right. Here's my sigil. I am going to take, and I've got a little bit of moon water in the bottom of this cauldron. Very little bit. Why? The cauldron is fire safe, but I don't want a whole big fire, I want to control this. So I have a little bit of water. I also have a little bit of water here. Remember, fire safety. If you are ever doing anything with fire, make sure that you're using a fire safe container and that you have a way of extinguishing fire very quickly if it was to get out of control. All right. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to let it burn up. Now I've activated my sigil. Once I've activated my sigil, I can now use it and I can write it on anything I want. I have some really nifty paint pens that write on glass. All right. And that's what I'm going to do. If you do not have paint pens, you can use a Sharpie. And again, this is a Dollar Tree candle. You can get Sharpies and mark this on with Sharpies. I've done that before. There is no shame in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the sigil on the side of this candle. All right. 8, 1, 4, 5, 3, 2. All right. So there's our little thing. I'm going to give it a little bit of pizzazz. I'm going to put some little angles and like little lines through it. I'm just going to make it look nice. I'm going to give it a little bit of pizzazz. That's all. There we go. Guess what? You've done it. You've dressed your candle now. Candle magic is seriously this easy. It's seriously this easy. Now, if it was an exterior candle, and say you don't have it in glass, all you do is you have one of these candles. All you would need to do, you can take the end of your incense stick even, and you are going to carve into the candle that sigil, and then it'll burn through. Okay. So dressing a candle is very, very that simple. Now, because I'm extra, and because that's just who I am, is like I don't edit well, we're gonna take this a step further. And for me, words have so much power. Words are part of my magic. Understanding the placement of words, how a word looks, how the word sounds when it rolls off your tongue. All these things are magic to me. And so I use them a part of my craft. So this is for abundance, right? So I'm going to write abundance on there. But here's the other thing, is that when I write abundance, I'm going to write it towards me. I'm going to write the words so that way as this candle burns, it is bringing me the abundance. All right. So I'm going to write abundance on the side of my candle. What gives your path magic? For me, like I said, words. Words are very important for me. What is it that gives your path magic? I know some art gives their path magic. What do you think yours is? There you go. I wrote abundance on the side. What do you have? Oh, it's not backwards? You guys aren't seeing it backwards? Okay, cool. On my screen, it looks backwards. And so I was like, oh, dang. You know? You love candles. So, Lori, what is it that's personal to you that gives your magic, your path, that extra oomph? Like I said, words are for me that extra oomph, right? I'm gonna also write prosperity. And again, prosperity and abundance, they go hand in hand, but they're also whatever you want them to be. You know? What is it that you want to be abundant in? What is it that you want to be prosperous in? All right. So I wrote those down. And again, because I'm extra and I want the universe to know that, like, I'm really trying, I'm willing to put in the work here, I am also going to draw some little, like, just doodles because I like to doodle. So I am going to draw. What should I draw? What should I draw? What little doodle can I draw? Oh, Lori, your love. Being able to envision heathen, that is one of the most magical gifts that you can have, is being able to see how all of it wraps together. Like, that's, I love that. If you can't see it, you struggle with it. That's interesting. Dollar signs. All right, let's put dollar signs on here. Let's put dollar signs. Because I do want to attract more money. It's one of the reasons I have been manifesting change. All right, so we are gonna money, money, money. You know what? And I'm gonna put a smiley face because I want to attract happiness, right? So let's draw a smiley face on here. I'm gonna draw a silly smiley face with a silly little nose, but they are. Yep, we got a silly little smiley face here. All right. There we go. We've got our candle dressed now. We've got our candle dressed and we had fun doing it, and that's another part of my path, is if it's not bringing me joy, if it's not making me feel good about the person that I see in the mirror, then why am I doing it? Why am I believing it? Right? That's something that doesn't belong to me, right? So, all right. So our candle is done. Oh, I didn't show you something. I forgot I had this on here. I made this. Now, I've got to go in and clean it up a bit because there's some stuff on the side here. But it's a little calendar. And it's got the little moon phases. Look how stinking cute. And it's got sea glass because, you know, it takes time to make sea glass. And this is a calendar. And I was like, that's cute. I'm going to do it. So I made this. And like I said, I just got to clean it up and then clear seal it because sometimes I have rubbed a little too hard and I've got to fix some lines. But this was one of the molds that my husband got me. And I think it's really stinking cute. So I wanted to show you guys. I was like, oh, it's so cute. That is innovative and beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I thought it was cute too. I was like, all right. For me, I need calm places. Yes. Do you find that, you said normally your bathtub, do you find that water helps calm you? Okay. So the meditation needs to be completely calm and soothing. Huh. See, for me, there's two ways that I connect to my energy. One is through words. If I read very powerful words or I come up with very powerful words, I can evoke my energy. The other one is a strange one for me, but not a strange one if you know me, music. Music. Certain music will just amplify my energy in a way that I cannot explain. Like it makes me feel like, the my husband's going to hear me say this and he's going to be like, "I can't believe you don't know who this is." But, the guy in Star Wars that's got the electricity coming from his hands. Yeah, I should know that. I really should, but my brain isn't giving me the name. But that's what I feel like when I hear music sometimes. It's like, ah! So music's like that to me. Water calms me, which is weird because I'm an earth sign. No, that makes perfect sense. Um, you know, but here's a question, and it's just an odd thing. Do you have a fear of drowning? Do you enjoy water but have a fear of drowning? Like that's the worst way you can think. The Emperor, thank you, Zara. Zara. Why did I say Zara? So do you find that the water calms you? And now we are about to make our little ointment, by the way. That's what I'm getting ready to do. Get this done. My favorite sound is a bubbling brook. Okay. And music. Yes, Lori, music is very, very powerful. And you have a fear of drowning. I think that's a very... See, heathen, that makes sense to me that you're more of an earth sign, so you do have this fear of being overly watered. Hear me out, like a plant. Like you can't be overly watered because if you get overly watered, you'll die, right? But if you get underwatered, you'll die. So like spiritually, you've got to be around water, but in ways that don't overdo it for you. So like the bathtub is a controlled water experience, right? Um, that makes a lot of sense to me, actually. Hey, Lori, Amanda, what's up? What's up? Yes, you like water in a controlled experience. That makes sense to me. What am I doing? All right. This is beeswax. We're on to our little ointment now, right? Our remembrance ointment. We're on to the ointment now. So I have some beeswax. I think I got this from Amazon. I think it was like maybe $7 for this big of a container. I don't know how much is in here. 1 pound. So it was like £7, $7 for a pound. And you really don't need a whole lot. I have already made quite a few little ointment containers, and I'm not even halfway through this bag. I normally use a spoon, but my spoon has walked away. I have like a actual spoon for ritual use, and I can't find it anywhere, which is not unlike me. I put things and lose them all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour a little bit in here. What is in here? This you've seen me use before. This right here is a oil warmer. It's also a little potpourri simmer. Basically, I use it for a mini cauldron. It is a glass container, and then down at the bottom is a candle. You just light the candle and it warms up the glass container. So I have put the beeswax in there. It takes a bit for it to melt. And as it's melting, I add the things that I need to add. Like I said, we are going to use olive oil. All the things that I am adding right now are just up to me. All right. When you go and make stuff like this, the herbs that you're going to choose are based on your circumstance. All right. For instance, I got this out, but I'm not going to use it. There's two things that I got out that I won't be using. I got out Damiana. I'm not going to use Damiana. Why? Because I don't have a need for Damiana. Damiana is an herb when you're wanting to attract love into your life. Say you're hoping this new year brings you a new mate, right? You would put Damiana inside your ointment because you're being reminded that that's what you're wanting. You're wanting to find love, right? And Damiana is supposed to bring you love. It's supposed to attract love, right? You could also put this in your pouch that you're creating, right? So that way, when you put your little bauble inside the pouch, that bauble is now charged with this love attraction, right? Some people put it in their teas. I don't know much about putting it in a tea. I am not an herbalist, so I can't safely tell you to drink it. But I do burn it, and I do put it in different spell jars and different spells. I don't do a whole lot of spell jars. I do a lot of spell pouches, little charm bags. But Damiana is something that you can put in there. All right. All right. Mullein. Now, mullein people use for quite a few things. Sorry, I thought I saw bugs crawling around in it. I was going to get really upset. And I was like, no. I use mullein as a protective herb. I use mullein as something that will pull out the icky in a situation. Say there's something that is giving me the creeps. Like there's a situation that's giving me the creeps. I'll use mullein. And that sounds weird because other people use mullein for different purposes. Like I said, for me, I always associate mullein with the lungs. Because if you drink it, it's supposed to be an expectorant. It helps you cough up the mucus in your lungs, right? Again, I'm not saying go and drink mullein because I know nothing about this, not suggesting ingesting these. So I use these as an astringent, as something that I'm pulling out an icky situation, or I use it in a healing spell. So if I'm wanting healing for my year, I will put mullein in there. If I am also wanting to withdraw the toxic parts of my life, I'll use mullein. All right. I'm trying to find things that I won't be using. Right now, I think I've got all the things that I am using. All right. Also, the other thing that I want to show you that's just a tip. In your grocery stores, you will get in the spice aisle, there are spices that come like pre-mixed and they come in their own little grinder, their own little glass grinders, right? You can clean out that jar when you're done, and now you have your own little spice grinder. So that way, when you are creating your pouches or you're creating your ritual baths, you can actually just grind up your herbs there and then pop them into the bag. All right. We're going to be using this tonight for our ointment over here. Okay. Now, if you're making an ointment that's for someone else, you need to make sure that you understand what they're allergic to. Some of the things that I'm putting in here, you might be allergic to. So make sure that whatever you are putting into your ointment, you've tested it on a piece of skin. You know that it's not going to hurt you if you've, put it on you. Okay. The other thing is that if you're giving them away, I would strain out the herbs if you're giving them away, just because people think it looks gross. I don't strain out the herbs for the ones that I use myself, but if you wanted to, you could. The other thing that we're going to use tonight is honey. Honey puts a little bit of sweetness, a little bit more attraction, puts that extra abundance into your step. And so we're going to use a little bit of honey today. It's also good for your skin. So I'm going to put some olive oil. And how much olive oil? Well, since I've got probably about 2 tablespoons of beeswax in here right now. I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of oil because I want more oil than to wax. Why? Because then it makes it a little bit fluffier. It's not so hard. When you've got more oil than wax, then it's easier to get out of the tin. There you go. So I'm letting it heat up. What do I use to stir it with? Popsicle stick. Nothing fancy. Look, I'm a broke witch too. I don't have all the nice fancy things in order to make my ointment and my charm bags. I've got what I've got, right? And so I'm going to use what I've got. This right here, I found it. I found it at my grandma's house, and she was like, "I don't want it. Take it." It's like, okay. I found it. A lot of my jars come from the fact that I bought sauces or herbs in glass, and then I just clean them up. So you don't have to have money in order to do the spells or anything that I'm doing right now. If you don't have access to beeswax, you can use paraffin wax. All right, paraffin wax will work for this as well. Olive oil is pretty readily available. If you don't have olive oil available, you can use jojoba oil or almond oil. I always have olive oil in the house, so. Uh-oh. Oh my goddess, yes. You're an air sign, Lori. Okay, so from my understanding of us, we are some flighty people according to all the other people that I've talked to. Like, air signs apparently are pretty flaky people. I don't know. There's times where I would agree. I am a pretty flaky person. Coconut oil. Yes, you can put coconut oil in there. Coconut oil won't solidify to the point that where I'd feel comfortable putting it into a tin, because if I have that tin in my pocket, then the oil is going to kind of just get too warm and leak out all over the place. That's why I use beeswax. But if you are going to use it and not do like I do and throw it in a tin or in your backpack or whatever, absolutely you can use coconut oil, because at room temperature, coconut oil is solid. So. Oh, paraffin wax gives off toxins. Did not know that, heathen. Thank you very much. I know I said paraffin wax because I know that for the longest time, like, you can get paraffin hand wax, so you can actually dip your hands in paraffin wax and moisturize your hands. So that's why I said paraffin wax, but thank you. I like using beeswax. I've seen somebody, though, which I'm not I'm not suggesting, but somebody took the wax around the Babel cheese and actually made a little hand ointment from it. I was like, okay. Laura, you think you can be flaky at times? I think I don't know. All right. So I've got most of this melted down. It takes a while to melt. If you don't have access to a little oil burner like this, you can also create a double boiler on your stovetop. I kind of have to stay away from mixing anything that might have smells in the kitchen, because I love my husband and I don't want to kill him by throwing him into an asthma attack. So I have my little mini cauldron in here. But you can do this in a double boiler. If you're wondering what a double boiler is, take a small pot of water, put it on to boil, and then set like a metal bowl on top of that. Voila, double boiler. That's what it is. Oh my goodness. We've got issues again. All right. All right. There we go. That's interesting. It's happening a lot more. Or is that just me? Is that me? Do you think it's just, I don't know. I don't think that we have enough people watching this for it to be a thing. It's like, I really don't think I'm popular enough to have that going on. Thank you. Yes, if you guys can do that as well, like when they come in, report them, because that's what I'm doing is I'm reporting them and then like removing it from chat. I don't know, Amanda. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just the live feeds that they're trolling, and they're hoping that maybe somebody in these chats are like interested in what they're doing. I guess. I don't know. I know. This is twice in one session. All right. So, in my ointment, I am going to do a couple of things. First off, I want to always protect myself from negative thoughts that I might have. I want to protect myself from any negative feelings that will prevent me from obtaining my goals, right? I'm just throwing out. So I'm going to put in star anise, okay, to protect me from my own negativity. All right. I'm going to put clove to also protect me from my own negativity. And I am going to put 3 cloves in. Why the number 3? Because I'm listening to what I'm being told to do. Honestly, as I go and make stuff like this, I listen to what do I need. I think about what is the outcome of this ointment. What is exactly do I need in order for me to manifest the things I need to manifest. So I'm listening right now. A lot of it is protect yourself from your own negativity. So I'm putting clove, star anise. I'm putting rosemary in there. And like I said, just enough to kind of be like, okay, that's good. All right. Now I'm wanting to put some rubbed sage in here. Not a whole lot, just a little. I'm going to put peppermint leaves. If you don't have like just plain out peppermint leaves laying around, you can get peppermint tea bags and open them up and use the tea bags, because that's what the tea bags are. It's just crushed up peppermint leaves. So there we go. I got those in there. All right. I am going to put a little bit of eggshell. I have some eggshell powder that I've already put in. So I'll put a little bit of eggshell in there. I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper. Again, protecting my abundance now, right? That's what I'm protecting. And that's good for this. All right. I got my grinder. And I am going to grind this up. As I grind this up, I am grinding it clockwise to attract the abundance to me, to attract my mind to being clear about what it wants. Because this ointment is all about reminding me of the things that I am trying to get in my life. Okay? So I have ground that up. And I am going to put it in my little cauldron here. And I didn't get all my little peppermint leaves ground up, so I'm just going to smush them up and put them in. as this is getting done, we are going to make our pouch. Okay, so that way we have time to do that. Our pouch will be very similar to our salve over here. Okay, our pouch is going to be very, very similar to our salve. We are going to take, again, star anise in our little pouch here. Again, I am trying to protect the abundance that is meant for me. I'm protecting it with star anise, rosemary, and clove. This time with the clove, what I'm doing is I'm just pouring in until I feel like this is good. There we go. Now, I'm pretty sure that I talked to you guys about black salt. If you don't know what black salt is, I do have a video on my TikTok about black salt. If you are not, hey Juby, what's up? If you're not familiar and you want me to do a YouTube video, let me know in the comments. Say, hey, I'd like you to do a video on here about black salt. Because remember, this is our last night of doing Witchy Wednesday live, okay? So I'm going to use some of the black salt that I already have, and I am going to put that in my little pouch here. Now, if your black salt is very fine like mine, yes, it's going to come through the pouch, all right? If you've got a pouch like Lori's, you might be able to get it to where it doesn't come through, but mine's coming through, and that's okay. There's no problem with that. I'm going to take my eggshell. I'm going to put my eggshell in there. I am going to now, because remember, I want this to attract all the abundance that I want in my life, right? I'm going to put everlasting, I think they're called everlasting starburst flowers. They're also called straw flowers. I use these in my practice to attract abundance and power. And that's what I need right now. I need to attract the power to change my life, right? So I am putting this in here. I'm going to take a slice of orange, and I'm going to put a slice of orange in there because oranges attract happiness. Can't put a big one in there because of the size of it. But oranges attract happiness, so I'm going to put that in there. And I am going to put in a bay leaf. But on this bay leaf, I need to write my sigil. All right? So I'm going to write the sigil 98145. Okay. So I'm writing that on there and I'm sticking it in. Now I'm going to take my little bauble that I want to charge with it and I'm sticking it in my bag, putting my bag away, and I'll set the bag on the altar. And then when I'm ready to go out for the day, I'll take whatever charm that I have in that bag and I will wear it so that way I am attracting the abundance and the power to change my life everywhere I go. All right. Here's one other thing that you can do. And I talked about this a while back too. Glamour magic is one thing, right? But you can also charge your makeup with the things that you want to bring in, right? We want to bring in abundance, right? That's the thing that this whole session's about, is bringing in abundance. So I am going to grab one of my paint pens, trying to grab one that the color can show up. All right, we'll do silver. And I'm taking my nail polish. And on my nail polish, 9, 8, 4, 5, 3, 2. There we go. And now I have the sigil for abundance on my nail polish. Now when I go and paint my nails with that, I'm attracting it again. So there are multiple ways to start manifesting, start using these simple things to manifest the change you want in your life. Like I said, when this gets done, and it's still going, I'll probably leave this in here for like another 30 minutes, just so that way it's good and infused with the heat that's in there right now. I will probably throw in some tea tree oil for my essential oil, just because I like the smell of tea tree oil. So that's probably what I'll throw in there as well. But my lovelies, that's Manifesting 101. Those are very simple ways that you can create the energy in order to manifest the change that you want. Sigils are so powerful. Use them. Use sigils in your practice and see what happens. Since I've been using sigils in my practice, it's crazy the things that'll happen. So I am very, very excited to be able to have shared this with you. Now, I am going to say this. Oh, we forgot. I needed to add the honey in here. I am going to say this. I am probably going to give it a month of no Witchy Wednesday. Why? Because I need time to film and edit. So I'm going to be filming and editing, and then February the 2nd, the day after my birthday, February 1st is my birthday, so we'll be doing Tarot Tuesday on my birthday. But the day after my birthday, I will relaunch Witchy Wednesday. It will not be live, but you will get a video around the same time of evening like we would normally do. So around 6:30, 7 o'clock, you'll see a video pop up, and it'll be one of our witchy tutorials. I am looking into what we can do to either get a Discord or a Facebook page, so that way you guys can still interact with each other, because that was an important thing to me as well, as building this community, is allowing you guys to have each other's backs and talk to each other, and let's lift each other up when we're down, you know? So, oh my goodness. I've got so much going on. Let's see. Great ways to manifest. Thank you, Heathen. I'll have to look up the sigils video. Zara, if you can't find it, let me know and I'll send you the link, okay? Or I can put that as another Witchy Wednesday video. Is I'll just do another I can't talk. All of a sudden my brain went, we're not going to give you words. I'll put up another video on sigils. Juby, you are for Discord. I know nothing about Discord. We talked about this last night. Like, I know nothing about Discord. So, you like Discord, Lori? All right. I love that you're doing that for us. Oh, Amanda, well, I love you guys. And I won't be able to do stuff like this if it wasn't for you guys, and you guys have made this such a cool community to be a part of. Like, I know I'm the one on camera, but I feel like if I can't be on camera for you guys, or if I can't put out a video, it hurts y'all more, because you guys are the ones that feed me. You guys are the ones that are always giving me ideas, and let's talk about the different things about witchcraft that maybe I've taken for granted. So it's just, you guys are the reason why this happens. Oh, this thing? All it is just a hat. Okay, we're gonna show you what my hair looks like today. There's a reason why I have this on, Juby, okay? There's a reason why. Right? Her hair thingy is super... Okay, well, thank you, because right now my hair is just being really weird. And I've got to freshen it up, because the color's not where it needs to be. But this thing is just a beanie. It's just a beanie, and the way that I put it in my hair is I put it down like this, and then I grab all the hair, tuck it into a little bun in the back, and then tuck it under. Tuck all my hair under, pull this, and then that's it. That's how we do it. Oh, guys, I appreciate that, Juby. Thank you. It's all of us together. Lori, it really is. You guys are amazing people on your own individually, and then you guys get in here and you support each other, and you're really like, that's the biggest thing, is that the support you have for each other makes me so happy. In all honesty, you're the voice of each and Amanda, you have super thick hair, Juby. Okay, so this right here, yeah, this will work. Thank you. Listen, Linda. Thank you. Thank you, Zarabeth. I appreciate it. I do that to my kids all the time. Listen, Linda. Listen. Does your ears ever hurt from your glasses being pushed by the hat? No, but my ears hurt because, like, when I get really bad headaches and the pressure's in my head, it does kind of push my skull out a bit. The neurologist was like, that's impossible, it's a closed system, it doesn't work that way. I don't know how it works, but I get indentions in the side of my skull from, like, my head swelling from my stupid stuff. So that's the only reason, but my hat doesn't make it worse. I need one of those. My hair is fine and silly. Oh, I'm telling you what, right now, I love this. Again, probably an Amazon thing. Oh, Zarabeth. Y'all are making me gonna cry. Can't do this. I'm not crying tonight. I love y'all. Not crying tonight. No, that's why I feel so bad, though, is like, you guys, I know that when I'm not here, when I get sick or whatever, and I can't do a Tarot Tuesday, I feel bad because I'm like, I want to talk to them. I want to give you guys the space to talk and discuss all the things that are important to you, you know? Oh my goodness. Juby, if you crochet one, you let me know. Just let me know. I feel that when I don't stream, yes, yeah, everybody does message me. They're like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, I'm sorry. Well, Zarabeth, we will still have our Tuesdays. All right, we will still be doing our Tarot Tuesdays. If, with what I'm manifesting, that's what I'm going to say, with what I'm manifesting, if I see that I have more time and energy that I could do another live session, then I probably will. I've also been wanting to kind of expand my live capabilities and do some more maybe Instagram or Facebook live sessions. So make a Facebook group. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was making a Facebook group. Twitch. I have a Twitch account and I have never done anything with it because I got on it one time and I was like, oh, there's a lot of gamers in here. Like, I am not a gamer. Don't need to be in here. So I got off of Twitch. I also have a Patreon and I have done zero with the Patreon. I have gotten through this year And I guess this is like the end of the year, like wrap up for our lives. I've gotten through this year with learning the hard way a lot of things. And I feel like it's helped. So that way, this upcoming year, I can do the things that I would like to move the show into. I'd like to move the platform into a different direction. So they have all kinds of. Really, Juby? All I saw was like gamers and cosplayers. I saw a lot of cosplayers. I will say that too. Um, I run 4 Facebook groups. Holy crap, heathen! Invitation only. Yeah, no, you'd have to have invitation only. Oh, so Juby, they have a channel called Just Chatting. That would be something I can do. I'm hoping to get a new computer soon, so that way I can download a streaming service. Because right now, when I stream with the computer, it's through the YouTube studio. Um, I would like to be able to download a streaming service so that way I can stream. I can do lives on TikTok and Patreon, maybe Twitch. I might be able to get back on Twitch um, from my computer. Right now, TikTok lives are done from the phone, and it's really hard to keep up with anything. One thing that I'm really needing to get a handle on and moving forward is I need to get a new moderator for all my lives, so that way when we have situations like that comes in, the moderator can get it handled pretty quickly. So try the Twitch studio. All right. Streamlabs is what I was looking at, was Streamlabs. Because I heard that Streamlabs works with YouTube, it works with Twitch, it works with Patreon, and I believe it works with TikTok as well. Heathen moderates. Heathen, you might have a 5th moderation job. All right, my lovelies. It is that time. It has been an hour already. I hope that you have learned something from this Witchy Wednesday and that we've done a little bit of spell work that you're capable of. This is one of my favorite finds, by the way. I didn't talk about it earlier, and I need to real quick before we go. This is one of my favorite finds. I found this in a at-home store or like TJ Maxx or something like that. It was around Halloween. It's bath salts inside a skull, right? And I love this because the salts are smelled like are scented with roses. They did it for me. These are love salts. These are love salts. I didn't have all I got to do was smoke cleanse them, charge them by moonlight. They did it for me. So one of the things that I want you to take away from our live experiences as Witchy Wednesday, I want you guys to start looking at things as not what they actually are, but what you can do with them in your path. How can you use them in your path? And Amanda, I saw your comment as far as this necklace on my my TikTok. The necklace actually came from Michael's. It is a little piece of felt inside here that you saturate with essential oil. And now when I'm feeling, because I have citrus oil in there because I've been down, so I'm using citrus oil. And I'm like, okay, let's go. So that's what the necklace is, Amanda. All right. I love you all. See, look at this. I don't want to go because you all are like, I love you all. It's all great. Heathen, you might be requested to admin something else. All right, my lovelies. Be happy. Be safe. And the relaunch of Witchy Wednesday pre-recorded videos is tentatively February the 2nd. All right. But I will see you for Tarot Tuesday next Tuesday. And we can all chat and keep up with each other there. All right. And I will let you know whether or not I was talked into starting a Discord. All right, my lovelies. See you all. And thank you for always putting a smile on my face. Appreciate that.